Okay, good morning, readers. Today we'll be learning on how to annotate poetry. And we'll be learning how annotating poetry can help our understanding of the poem. So today we'll be reading Nothing Gold Can Stay. And can anyone recall where they might have heard that title from? Jonathan? Exactly. We've heard Nothing Gold Can Stay from our text that we're reading right now, The Outsiders. And this is today's objective. Today's objective is to determine how specific word choices can shape the meaning of the poem. So this is the objective or the goal you guys should be trying to meet by the end of the class today. All right. So I'll first read the poem out loud to you, and this is a cold read. So you guys shouldn't be marking or annotating on your poem. I'll start reading now. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today, and nothing gold can stay. Okay, now you'll be also reading the poem, but you'll be reading the poem to your shoulder partners. Right, and this is how it works. Let's take Michelle and Jonathan's dyad. So first Michelle will read to Jonathan, and then Jonathan will listen to Michelle. And when Michelle is done reading, Jonathan will then read to Michelle. Okay? So I'll give you guys about 3 to 5 minutes to read to each other. Right? And your time starts now. All right? Can I have everyone's eyes up? All right. So we'll begin annotating the poem now. So we'll be annotating the poem line by line. So I'll annotate the first 2 lines for you. So nature's first green is gold. So the way I interpreted the line as that when nature is fully flourished, it is beautiful. And the word gold really helped me out here because gold can represent beauty, can represent luxury. And first green, I interpret as the first bloom of spring. So when spring first arrives, everything is green, everything is bloomed. The beauty is breathtaking. So when nature is fully flourished, it's beautiful. But our hardest hue to hold. And the word hardest is a negative word. So I know it's going to be a negative a negative interpretation. So I said the beauty of nature doesn't last long because the hardest, since it's so hard to hold, that means it's not going to last forever. Great. Does anyone try the next 2 lines? Aishan? So her early leaves of flower. How do you interpret that, Aishan? Exactly. So her early leaves of flower can represent the start of nature is pretty. And how did you reach that conclusion? The word early, so exactly. And flowers are pretty. Great. Okay, and the way I interpret it is the same, except when I saw it as when a flower first blooms, it's beautiful. It hasn't wilted yet. All the petals are still there. It's perfect. So again, when the spring first happens, it's beautiful. It hasn't been tainted yet. And then I shine over the next line, but only so an hour. Exactly. So even nature, the beauty of nature goes away. And what words help you with that? An hour, exactly, because an hour, it sets a time limit. So, by that, it doesn't last forever. Then leaf subsides to leaf. Jessica, why don't you try that out? It's okay if you're having trouble. I just want you to close your eyes. And what do you picture inside your head when you hear the line that leaf subsides to leaf? Excuse me. Exactly, you picture leaves falling off a tree. And when fall happens, and when the trees are starting to lose their leaves and they turn bare and then naked, the trees lose their beauty. So nature goes away slowly, leaf by leaf, right? And the word subsides help with that because subsides is a negative word. So you know that the interpretation is going to be negative. Okay. So does anyone know the biblical reference of Eden? John? Exactly. Eden was the paradise island for Adam and Eve. And Adam and Eve was the first man and woman created by God. So, and the word grief is a negative, so you know that means the interpretation is going to be negative. So, Garden of Eden is no longer a land of paradise. It's controlled by the grief now. It's covered by the grief. So even the land of paradise can't last long. The beauty of it can't last forever. And Rebecca, what about, so dawn goes down to day. Right, exactly. The word down seems like a negative, so that means exactly um the interpretation, the analyzation is going to be a negative. Right. So imagine the scene where Johnny and Ponyboy are sitting outside behind the church looking at the sunrise. It's beautiful, it's calming, right? But that feeling has to go away because the sun has to rise, it turns into day, right? So even the beauty of dawn goes away. So Hasnan, why don't you try the last line? So nothing gold can stay. What can gold represent here? Oh, good. You notice that nothing is a negative word. So that means it's going to be a negative interpretation. So nothing gold can stay. And what can gold be here? Exactly, beauty. So nothing beautiful can stay. Exactly. So this is how word choices can help us understand the meaning of the poem. Okay? So now, on the left-hand side, I just want you guys to draw your interpretation of the poem. And this is what I drew. Ooh, there you go. So I drew a tree, and the tree is starting to lose its leaf. So the tree is still beautiful because it's heavy with the leaves, but the beauty of it is starting to go away because it's starting to lose its leaves. So I'll give you guys 5 minutes to draw a picture of your interpretation of the poem on the left-hand side, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, guys? Okay? Your time starts now. All right.